In this short video, I want to talk about the entrepreneur's mindset, how we can create a healthy balance. There's a lot that's spoken about this subject, and I'd like to boil it down to just a few things that I've gone through, and I think most entrepreneurs that have been in the game a long time will probably agree on a few points, and then there are some subtle ones that people have slightly different interpretations. But for me, it's first of all, to have a healthy mindset is to understand that you've got your kind of lens wide open. You understand what you're getting into. The better you understand that, the better you can set your own expectations. Because one thing that happens often is that you're solving problems all the time, no matter how good you are as an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter whether it's a $100,000 business or a $1 billion business. But understanding that when problems don't go right, often what we don't want to do, especially if we're early in the business, is pivot to a different outcome because we don't think we can solve the problem. So analysis is important, but also acknowledging that we're going to be constantly solving problems and we don't want to quit too early. Of course, there's a time where we hang up the gloves, but for the most part, the lesson in this point is best to understand exactly what you believe you're getting into, and to ensure that you understand that there's a huge amount of commitment and that things won't always go right and you're going to be solving problems every single day. So try not to quit too early on the opportunity, or more importantly, quitting isn't necessarily closing the business, but pivoting to offering another product when you might have a hero product that you've not solved yet is really, really important. The second big area I talk about is making sure that you've got a kind of shape for the company. You're kind of visualizing exactly what you believe you need to create in terms of the type of people, the culture, what you think are the enabling forces that are going to get you to where you want to be next. And by visualizing that, it allows you to start to think about the more softer elements of entrepreneurship. So kind of the people are really, really important. If I was to think of one key asset in the business, it's always the people. So the first few key resources, it might well be that you've got a great idea, but actually you're going to travel the road with a founder. So you become co-founders. So understanding kind of just what does those first few steps look like is going to help kind of create a positive mindset. This leads to the third element that's important, and that's that the greatest advocate for your business will always be you. So you have to get up when things are tough and be able to say that day, this works, or I believe in this, or this is how profound the opportunity is. You have to be able to deliver confidence, promote confidence, and encourage confidence from the person that's sitting across the table from you. So advocacy is really, really important, and they kind of link together. If you've got great advocacy, it's probably because you've visualized what that path looks like, and you've also set the right expectations for how difficult it is. So you're not necessarily trying to say, well, okay, oh my God, I've got another problem. How am I going to solve that? And you're sitting out there thinking, well, now I'm lost and I can't visualize what are those steps that I'm going to go through. And therefore, it's affecting your ability to positively advocate for your company. So that mindset's kind of really important if you can visualize. There are other things, and I'll talk about it in another video, where we can look at the steps to planning, how you can identify what are positive thoughts around advocacy, and how can you plan and train on those, because a lot of it's not just in you, you can develop this. So good expectation management you can set. Visualization that comes back to concrete plans you can set. Looking at steps for advocacy, you can set, you can learn this. I will tell you that it will help if you create your own confidence, but also you can systemically build towards it so that you can promote all three areas. I hope that was useful.